Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Western Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer your questions. My name is Sarah, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use, and we encourage you to use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. If you'd like to avail of captions, there's a button on your screen that says show captions. You can go ahead and click that button to show the captions. And this is just this is the final session for today. However, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/WACAC. That's WACAC. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter from Portland State University. You're muted, actually, Pedro.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for that. Can you see my screen okay? All right. So it looks like you all can see my presentation.
Yes, your screen looks great.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for joining me, especially to learn more about Portland State University. So my name is Pedro Torres. My pronouns are he, him, his. I've worked at Portland State for about 7 years, on campus for about 6 in student affairs. And then I'm currently the regional admissions counselor for out here in California. And it sounds like a lot of you are out here, so more than likely I would be your admissions representative. I live in Los Angeles and I have Southern California as my territory. If you have any questions after this, please feel free to reach out. I'm on the website, or anybody on our team as well. So I'm originally from New Mexico, actually, and Texas, and then found myself working at Portland State. I'm going to be giving you a lot of information about Portland State. But again, I encourage you to visit our website, just get more information, stay engaged, and reach out, please. Let me get to the next slide. So we're located in the center of downtown Portland, and as an urban campus, we'd like to think that we're at the center of it all. Portland is known for coffee, donuts, beer, food, our food carts, bridges, Powell's bookstore, biking, hiking, and so much more. We also, the benefits of living in Portland are not confined to the city. Downtown Portland is a 90-minute drive from Mount Hood, as well as multiple national forests where students ski, hike, backpack, and kayak. The Oregon coast is 90 minutes in the other direction. Also, if you're interested in, surfing, hiking, and if you like really cold 40-degree water, you're welcome to go swimming. There are some people that actually do that, which is kind of nuts. But students are able to take in the majestic beauty of the Pacific Northwest, whether or not you have experience outdoors. There's really easy ways to get involved through our rec center that offer structured trips and rent gear and things like that. And if you haven't been to Portland, it does rain quite a bit, but we like to embrace the weather and all of the benefits that it allows us, including green views and fresh air year-round. So that's one of the reasons that Portland has been named one of the top college locations in the nation, and also been named by Time Magazine as one of the world's greatest places to live. So some of the things that also makes Portland dynamic is that we are a diverse institution. We're also been ranked by US World and News Reports as one of the most innovative universities for our unique approach to general education and our expert faculty. We're also the most affordable, innovative, and diverse public research university in Oregon. So a little bit about who we are. We're made up of about 23,000 students. Nearly half of our students identify as being from diverse backgrounds, and a large percentage of those are first-generation college students. We're also ranked among the top 10 LGBTQ-friendly colleges in the nation, which is something we're also really proud of. 80% of our students come from Oregon, and then the rest from out of state. And we also have a good percentage of transfer students that come to us as well. So at Portland State, to join our diverse and dynamic community, you must meet our admissions requirements. Something unique about us is that we feel we have a very transparent admission requirements. If you meet our admissions requirements, you will be admitted to PSU, which is kind of nice. And we also are test optional. One of the things that we, like I mentioned, we're test optional, easy to apply, and you get a decision back usually between 2 and 3 weeks. A little bit more about our academics is Portland State is a research urban university. These are some of our popular majors and minors, but we also have a broad range of things that are kind of unique that make it unique to come to PSU. For example, we have climate change adaptation, sexuality, gender and queer studies, and campaigning to win the US election. We also have a great honors college, which allows you to, if you want to be more rigorously challenged and have smaller class sizes, it gives you a really cool opportunity to have like a liberal arts, smaller college feel while having the benefits of a large university. A little bit about student life. You come to student life to PSU for academics, but the life outside of your classroom is just as important. So we've got 12 cultural and resource centers, a lot of student organizations, and then Division I teams in many of the sports that we have. Something that's also really cool is you're living in the middle of the city. Again, we're an urban campus, so it's really great to be able to experience professional sports. It's really easy to get around town. Public transportation is excellent, so it's really nice to be able to explore the city when you're not studying. Here's one of the pictures of our dorms, which has been described as our students is very nice. It's probably the most affordable thing to do on campus if you do live in the city. A little bit about our tuition and fees, and especially because of the audience that we have with us today, I definitely want to highlight Western Undergraduate Exchange, or WUI. If you come in with a GPA of a 3.0 or better, it automatically cuts your tuition, as you can see here, by about half. We don't have a cap on the number of students we give it to, so it's another really good benefit of Portland State University. Thank you all for joining me today. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and I'm happy to try to get back to them.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Southern Oregon University.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Parent. I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Southern Oregon University. And as you can see plainly, we're in a little bit different environment than Portland State. We are a suburban campus in the southwestern part of Oregon. Just a little bit of a better view here. We're about 10 minutes from the California border, and we're right on the 5 freeway. So if you're heading north up the 5, we are the first exit when you get into Oregon. We also have an international airport in Medford. And Medford Airport is about 15-20 minutes from campus. And as you can see, there's direct flights from Las Vegas if you're from Nevada, also Los Angeles and San Francisco, but easy to get to Southern Oregon University and Ashland. Now, Ashland is kind of it's a suburb of this in the southern part of the Rogue Valley, and Ashland has about 25,000 full-time residents, which makes it sound pretty small, but we do get over 500,000 visitors and tourists throughout the year. What that means is we have an economy in Ashland that's focused on entertainment because all those tourists come to be entertained, and that also makes it a really fun place to live and go to school. Branching out a little bit more, the Rogue Valley is the 4th largest metro area within the state of Oregon with over 200,000 people. So you're never more than 20 or 30 minutes away from big city amenities. You can also see we're about halfway between San Francisco and Portland. And like similar to Portland State, we're about an hour and a half from the coast if you want to head out to the coast. Now, we are in the Pacific Northwest, but we do not have your traditional Pacific Northwest weather. We actually get about half the amount of rain as Portland in the Willamette Valley. We get less than the national average as far as rain, so we don't necessarily have that climate. We have 4 distinct seasons. In the winter, we're still going to get up close to about 50 degrees every day. In the summer, we're going to be up in the 80s. We'll even hit the hundreds a couple times during the summer. But as you can see, we're right at the base of this mountain here, Mount Ashland, and there's a ski resort on top. So we're only about 25-30 minutes from a ski resort, but you don't have to deal with having snow on the ground. In fact, we haven't had one snow day on the ground yet this year, which is a little abnormal. We usually get 1 or 2 snowstorms that drop an inch or 2 of snow on the ground, but we're still waiting for that snowstorm this year. All right, we are a public four-year university within the state of Oregon. We have about 5,000 students total. Sorry, this is a little bit shaky. I actually took this video while riding my bike around campus. But we have a 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and our average class size is 21. Our minimum GPA for admission for a high school student is a 2.5. And we do have 40 different majors. I'll talk about those in a second, as well as 4 residence halls, including student apartments and family housing. We have 19 men's and women's varsity sports, which compete in the NAIA, and we do offer athletic scholarships. We also have over 100 different clubs and organizations. So we really have a very traditional student life on our campus. All right, here are our majors. Like most universities, our most popular majors in terms of size are things like business, things like psychology. We're really well known for the arts. We have great programs in theater, digital cinema, and music. We also have a great emerging media and digital arts program. One unique thing is if you see the red and the blue dot behind any major here, that means you can actually graduate with your degree in 3 years instead of 4. We don't load any extra classes on or make you go to summer school. We actually reduce the number of credits you have to take. But by graduating in 3 years instead of 4, that saves you 25% off the cost of your college degree and allows you to start grad school or start your career earlier, meaning you're making money that 4th year, possibly rather than giving it to us. So it's a great way to earn, save a lot of money, one of those 3-year programs. Like I mentioned, we have a very traditional student life. We have over 100 clubs and organizations. A lot of those are focused on leadership. There's also a very active social justice and equity center on campus. And we're also ranked one of the top 20 schools in the country for being LGBTQ friendly. We also have a very active outdoors program. Talking about our residence halls, we do have the pretty new residence halls on campus. They were built just a few years ago. They're really fancy. Every room comes with high-speed internet, Wi-Fi, cable television access. The rooms are really big, and all of the rooms have a kind of a divider wall. So if you're sharing a room with another person, there will be a dividing wall between your sleeping spaces. At the same time we built these residence halls, we also built a new dining hall, which is right next to the residence halls. There's 7 or 8 made-to-order food stations, so there's a lot of different diversity in food. We also built a new recreation center at the same time. As you can see, there's a big multi-purpose gym, an elevated track for running or walking. There's a 40-foot climbing wall and lots of workout facilities. All right, we automatically award the Western Undergraduate Exchange tuition rate to all students from California or Nevada and all of these other states you see here. If you're from one of the 5 northern counties listed here, or a transfer student from College of the Redwoods, College of the Siskiyous, then we will, what's the other one, Shasta College, then we will also give you the Oregon resident tuition rate. So you'll save even more money if you're from one of those counties or transferring from one of those schools. We also have automatic merit scholarships between $1,000 and $4,000 that we will award at the time of admission. And if you have any other questions, this is my contact information, and I will put it in the chat right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Linfield University. And if you wouldn't mind just unsharing your screen, there we go. Thank you.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Peyton Smith. I use she, they pronouns, and I am an assistant director of admission here at Linfield University. So you're going to hear from pretty much every quarter of the state of Oregon tonight, which I think is just fantastic. Linfield, we actually have 2 different campuses, but our primary campus is located in a town called McMinnville. We are just about an hour, more or less, southwest of the city of Portland. So we are definitely a more rural campus. McMinnville is a pretty small town, about 35,000 full-time residents, but as you can see from the photo, really, really beautiful area. We are in the heart of the Willamette Valley, which is Oregon wine country. So there's lots to explore around campus. And we are about an hour from a bit of everything, I like to say. So hour to the city, hour to the Oregon coast, and then a couple hours more or less over to the Cascade Mountains to the Mount Hood ski area. We are a private liberal arts university at Linfield. So again, a bit different from the other schools you've heard from so far this evening. In total on our campus, we currently only have 1,400 students. So if you're someone who really likes that more intimate learning environment, you know you want to be in a classroom where the professor knows your name, where it's easy to ask questions and get the help you need, Linfield is definitely a good fit for you. Who are our students? They come from really all over, mostly from the western half of the US, certainly from places like California and Nevada, but from overall 19 different states. And we are the most ethnically diverse private liberal arts college here in the Northwest, with over a third of our students, or roughly a third of our students, currently identifying as students of color. As a liberal arts institution, we offer a bit of everything in terms of academic programs. You can see the most popular majors here at Linfield there on the slide. Again, some of the same ones you've heard already this evening, but we also have some more unique programs. So think things like international relations, creative writing, sport management, wine studies. And the really nice thing here at Linfield is that we are all about taking that time to really be undecided and explore what it is you're passionate about. So every student comes into Linfield without a major or an area of study, and you have till the end of sophomore year to eventually choose that one thing you really want to hone in on for the rest of your college education. Our largest program at Linfield is our nursing program. And I mentioned earlier, we actually have a second campus. That is our Portland campus, which is home solely to our School of Nursing. Our Portland campus is located in downtown Portland, just out by the Portland airport. So about 10-15 minutes from downtown Portland. If you are a nursing student at Linfield, what that 4-year program looks like is you'll do your first 2 years on the McMinnville campus, doing your prerequisite courses in nursing. Then you'll apply and receive what's called priority admission if you are eligible to our School of Nursing, where you'll finish out your nursing courses and clinicals for your junior and your senior year. Another part of being a liberal arts institution is we really want our students to have that well-rounded college education. So for that reason, every student, regardless of major, takes what's called the Linfield curriculum. This is a set of 10 different classes across all different areas of study. So particularly if you're coming into college undecided, not really sure what you want to study, these classes are a great way to kind of try some different things and see what might be an interesting route to pursue. Learning at Linfield, though, it doesn't just happen in the classroom, of course, it happens outside of it as well. We make sure that every student, regardless of major, is getting that hands-on field experience. For a lot of our students, that experience takes the form of research with their faculty. So these students are in the lab, they're out on the coast with our marine biology faculty, they're getting that real-world experience, working on projects, presenting at conferences to hopefully get that experience in their field for later on down the road. We also really believe in the value of studying abroad at Linfield. And in a normal year, so a non-COVID year, about 40% of our students study abroad at Linfield. We currently have programs including semester, full academic year, and a January term abroad. We have 14 different countries, about 28, 29 programs, and our January term programs change every year. But no matter what, we'll cover the cost of your first round trip airfare for your study abroad experience here at Linfield to help you kind of reduce that cost of that overall experience. Even though we're a small university, we definitely are not a boring campus. There are always things happening here at Linfield, and our students are heavily involved in all kinds of activities, clubs, organizations, art, theater, and music. We even have sororities and fraternities on our campus, which is pretty unique given our size. Intramural sports, just kind of for fun, outdoor recreation. There are lots of fun things to do. We do require most students to live on campus for 3 years here at Linfield, 2 years in a residence hall or a dorm room. So those are going to be the photos you see there on the slide. Yes, we do have pet-friendly housing. So if you have a small to medium-sized animal, they are welcome to join you at Linfield. Once you're a junior, you'll move to an apartment on our campus where you have a bit more independence, but you're still on campus and connected to the larger Linfield community. For my athletes on the Zoom, we do have competitive athletics at Linfield. We participate in the NCAA Division III, so we're all about that balance between academics and athletics, and these are the 23 sports that we currently offer at that intercollegiate level. And lastly, to go a bit over what we look for in an application here at Linfield, we are on the common application. We take a bit more of a holistic approach. So we'll look at your essay, your teacher recs, and other materials. We are test blind and we never charge an application fee either. And just to wrap up quickly here, here's some information about cost. Main thing I want to say is a private university, although that total direct cost looks a lot higher than the other schools you've seen so far, we offer very generous financial aid to reduce that for all of our students. And thank you so much. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Pacific University.
Awesome, thank you. I appreciate everybody being here. My name is Brant Miner. I'm an admissions counselor at Pacific University, which is located in beautiful Forest Grove, Oregon. Let's see if we can get this to go to the next slide. So we're about a half hour from downtown Portland, college town. You can see Forest Grove, a lot of local coffee shops, restaurants. We're 15 minutes from Nike's world headquarters, and an hour from the Oregon coast. As you can see, we have a lot of different options. Some of the things that stand out, we have a brand new sports leadership and management program. We have a lot of different fields, kinesiology to graphic design. Similar to some of the schools that we've heard from tonight, we have a smaller student body. So we're just under 1,900 undergrads, but we do have almost 2,000 graduate students. Our average class size is 19, so you're going to get that personal attention, professors that will know your name, and 100% of the classes are taught by full-time faculty. We are voted by the National Science Foundation as the top private research institution in the Northwest. We're really proud of the fact that 82% of our students are employed within 6 months of graduation and grad school. We also offer over 70 clubs and organizations, Student Life, Greek Life, our Hawaii Club. Our largest event on campus is our student-run luau, which happens every April. We're also big in the performing arts, music, theater, dance, and we have currently 24 varsity athletics teams. Roughly 1/3 of our students participate in varsity athletics. We're big on getting the education outside the classroom as well. So our outdoor pursuits program, where you can rent a kayak, a surfboard, get out on the weekend trips. We also believe in seeing the world. A lot of our students take the opportunity to study abroad. There's 2 or 3 week winter terms, which is the January term that just wrapped up. That is included in your tuition, and they have options where you can travel to places all around the world during January term. Also very big on clubs, class projects, and engagement in the community. Simple application process. All it takes is the common application and a transcript sent from your high school. If you are below a 3.0, we do ask for an academic recommendation. However, that is optional if you are above a 3.0 GPA. We are also test optional. It would not hurt, but it would not hurt if you've taken them to submit, but it is not required. Tuition, we have up to $30,000. We've updated this, so I apologize about this slide. Up to $30,000 in merit scholarships. We also have special interest and talent awards that you can see range from $500 to $6,000 per year. We also love to have students visit our campus. So we have senior preview scholarship days where you can earn up to $4,000, so $1,000 a year. And this is Derek's slideshow. I will be around if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Eastern Oregon University.
All righty. Hello, everybody. All right, my name is Bernice Chavez. I'm an admissions counselor here at Eastern Oregon University. I'm going to just give you some quick information about EOU here. So a little bit about EOU is that we are located in La Grande, Oregon. So we're a small university in in Eastern Oregon. We're about 2 hours away from Boise, Idaho, and about 2 hours south of the Tri-Cities in Washington there. The photo that you're seeing there is a photo of the Eagle Cap Wilderness. So being in a rural area, we kind of have the outdoors as our backyard. A little bit about LeGrand itself. It's a small town, about 13,000 people. A really great thing about where our campus is located in LeGrand is that it's a really close distance to our downtown area. So if you're on campus, it takes about 10-15 minute walk to get to downtown. We do also have free public transportation for our students. And also our local business owners really like to support our students. So as long as you have your EOU student ID card with you, you can get a lot of discounts in our area and a lot of the businesses. Also on our campus, we have about 1,500 students. So to put that into perspective, on average, our class sizes are going to range between 15 to 17 up to 25 students in the classroom. So you're definitely going to get that one-on-one time with a professor, which is really great. Just to also give you an idea of our academic program. So we have 4 colleges. We have the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. So within this program, right, we have a few things such as theater, arts, humanities, so anthropology, sociology. So we do have a lot of art classes that our students like to take. We also have the College of Business. Within this program, we've added marketing as a new program. We also have a pretty unique agricultural program as well that we've recently started called Agricultural Entrepreneurship for anybody out there that might be interested in understanding both agriculture, but also the business side of it as well. We also have the College of Education. We do offer a 10th-month master's program as well if you're wanting to pursue your master's within education. And then lastly, we have the College of STEM Health and Sciences. Some pretty popular programs in this college are going to be Health and Human Performance, as well as our nursing program. So for our nursing program, we do have a partnership program with Oregon Health Science University, but their campus is located in Portland. So instead, you'll actually get to take those courses here at our small university in LeGrand instead with that partnership program. And students do get a lot of opportunities to work in the labs and do research alongside our professors as well. We also have a lot of support services for our students. So whether you might be trying to find a job on campus, maybe you need to get connected with a tutor, we do offer a lot of those services here on campus for our students. We also have a really active student life here on campus. We have up to 400 events going on throughout the year. And within that, we have 50 plus student clubs that you can participate in. So, you know, if you're joining one of our clubs, it's very likely that you'll also be putting on events throughout the year. We also have some really great activities on campus that you can participate in, such as trap shooting, cheer and dance, esports, and intramural sports. When it comes to our athletics, we are part of the NAIA. So here you can see a list of all of our sports that our men and women participate in. As well as we've actually recently added a brand new field house. So we now have an indoor track, and then attached to this indoor track, we actually have a brand new indoor rock climbing rock climbing wall as well. And so with us being located in Eastern Oregon, and again, the outdoors kind of being our backyard, we also have the Outdoor Adventure Program. So they offer some great resources such as free rental. So maybe, you know, if you want to go backpacking, snowboarding, skiing, anything like that, they have tents, equipment for you to use for free. We have that climbing wall, and you can also earn college credit to learn an activity. So if you want to learn how to snowboard, you want to learn how to paddleboard, anything like that, you can take a class here at our campus. And they also do guided trips. So if you're wanting to check out some areas and explore different places, the Outdoor Adventure Program will drive students out to a ton of different locations, usually twice a month. And so all the photos that you're seeing here are places that our students have explored, equipment that our students are able to rent out, or even classes that our students are getting to take here on campus. Just to give you a little bit of perspective, we have Mount Emily that's only a 10-minute drive from campus. We have Morgan Lake, that's also about a 10-minute drive. And then we have an Anthony Lakes, which has a ski resort there. That's only about a 45-minute drive from campus as well. So when it comes to admission, the admissions process here at EOU, as an incoming freshman, our admissions requirement is a 2.75 GPA, as well as but by the time you graduate from high school, that you've completed 4 years of English, 3 years of math, and so on. If you have below a 2.75 GPA, then we just request that students go through what's called individual admissions review process, where we just ask students to send us a few more additional materials. Living on campus is required, but just your freshman year. We do have upperclassmen housing here on campus, but you're also welcome to live off campus as well. So as you can see here, when you walk in, it's kind of like an apartment style suite. So you'll walk in, you'll have a living room, kitchen area that you share with your roommates. There is a public, like a community kitchen as well in the building. So here's the cost of room and board, and that varies depending on what room layout you select, as well as what meal plan you select. So you do have the option to select your own room. You can share with one other person or 2 other people.
Bernice, we do have to unfortunately move on to the next presenter. The 6 minutes are up, but if you'd like to post some information in the link, I'm sure everyone would appreciate that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have University of Oregon.
All right. And we're live. Cool. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Sebastian Brown. I am the Southern California Regional Admissions Counselor for the University of Oregon. So I am based in Southern California, close to Orange County area, and excited to share a little bit more about everything that the U of O has to offer. So if you're not familiar, the University of Oregon is located in Eugene. We are about 2 hours south of Portland. That means we're about an hour's drive from the Cascade Mountains. We're about an hour from the coast. You can fly directly from LA, Burbank, San Diego, Orange County, Vegas, all into Eugene. Or of course, you can fly into Portland and take that beautiful, picturesque 2-hour drive south. We're quite a bit different than most of the other schools here today. University of Oregon undergraduate is about 19,000 students strong. This class, our current freshman year right now, is about 5,000 students total. So a little bit bigger of an experience and a lot more opportunities for social engagement. One of the great traditions that we have here is the class picture there, creating the O in Autzen Stadium. And we really celebrate the various types of diversity that we have on our campus. Students from all 50 states, nearly 100 different countries, really excelling that academic experience that you have both in the classroom and outside of it as you're meeting students from all around the world. Now, the University of Oregon is known as a Tier 1 research institution and also a member of the AAU. We're actually the only public school in the state of Oregon that is a member of both and one of 2 in the Pacific Northwest. Essentially, what that means is that we really prioritize undergraduate research opportunities for our students. So you'll see that roughly 3/4 of our students will participate in some form of research activities during their 4 years. Now, a lot of folks think chemistry, biology, physics when they hear research, but it could also be things like you're an education major and you're doing research on what types of lessons plans are helping students with learning disabilities in the classroom and learning more efficiently. So there's a ton of different ways for students to engage in research. So the University of Oregon is home to about 278 academic programs. There is a lot for students to choose from. Now, one of the nice things, one of our most popular majors coming in is in fact exploring, meaning that students are not committed to a specific major or program, embracing that kind of liberal arts approach and really getting to try a lot of different things while still being on track to graduate. Some of our more popular programs do include anything like architecture. That is our only 5-year program here at Oregon, because you do get your kind of professional level certificate or accreditation in that 5th year. All of our other programs are not impacted. Students are graduating in 4 years, but our most popular programs again include our School of Business. It's a little unique in that our business school is both AACSB and ACBSP accredited. You don't have to remember those acronyms. Just know that having both of those simultaneously puts us in the top 1% of business schools in the world that have both of those accreditations. We're, of course, very, very well known for our sports business program specifically due to the lovely relationship that we have with Nike. Some of the other popular programs that we offer include journalism, advertising and marketing, human physiology. We actually have one of the largest cadaver labs in the world. So for students that want that hands-on learning and research, again, a wonderful opportunity. And especially psychology and education. We actually are just opening a new Balmer Institute in Portland for clinical child behavioral health. And so that was an awesome expansion of our Portland campus and allowing students to maybe do a lot of graduate work in the future. We do also have our Clark Honors College, a wonderful opportunity for students to really excel in their education. I like to think general studies at the University of Oregon, about 80% of our classes are smaller than 50. So despite having 19,000 undergraduate students, we still try to prioritize those small class sizes. The Honors College is kind of like that really prestigious liberal arts approach to a large school. So our Honors College students take advantage of class sizes that are usually closer to 20 to 25. Now, life on campus is something that we're certainly proud of and kind of broadening our pond, if you will. So we have over 300 student clubs and organizations. We really try to excel and exacerbate that sense of identity and belonging on our campus. Of course, we're well known for our 38 Division I programs and the national championships that usually follow those, from football to women's softball, track and field, and more. So you'll see some of the examples of clubs and organizations that we have here. One that I really strongly recommend to folks to explore is what we call an academic residential community, or an intentional living learning community that allows students to, for example, study business amongst peers in the residential space and not just in the classroom. You might think of Oregon as your first study abroad experience, but we send students all around the world. Nearly a quarter of our students will study abroad in 80 different countries across 300 different programs. So we really encourage folks to get out of Oregon and see the world for the much bigger place that it is. Couple important deadlines for us as you think about applying as a senior. The first is our early action, which is November 1st. We, of course, have regular decision January 15th. And then we hope that students will get back to us by May 1st. Now, costs, of course, are important, especially for out of state. You can see here that students can qualify for up to $15,000 in scholarships as our highest allotment. And then the last thing I'll share is our tuition guarantee, meaning that your tuition does not increase over time. So the value of your scholarships do not lose their value, and it's a lot easier to plan for financially as you're looking at schools. But don't just take my word for it. Come and check out Oregon for yourself, and you can meet your admissions counselor, because we have a lot of us out here in California and Nevada, so you can scan here to learn more. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. At this time, I'd like to invite all of our wonderful presenters to turn their cameras on and join me back on screen for what we like to do, just a little round robin Q&A, so our great presenters can share kind of their industry insights with you. So starting with Portland State University, and these are going to be brief answers, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Oh gosh, I like the idea of making a list of schools, but then also look outside your comfort zone for sure. Look at areas that you might not have considered maybe a year ago. Just keep it broad. And then also look at urban, institutions, look at traditional institutions as well, large, small, just to give yourself the most options.
Southern Oregon University.
All right, you're not going to like this answer, but pay attention to your email once in a while. That's the main method that we communicate with students. And I know if you're a senior in high school and you're looking at Southern Oregon University and you're paying attention to your email, you'll know that tomorrow is our priority application date. Last part of that is, if you're no longer interested, please click the unsubscribe button and break up with us. It's not going to hurt our feelings, and it's going to clear out your inbox a little bit.
Linfield University.
My advice is always visit if you can, in person. Really experiencing a campus in person, I think, is the best way, hands down, to really figure out if a campus is going to be the best fit for you or not for 4 years or more, depending.
Pacific University.
Definitely see if it's a place that you can see yourself. So I agree with what my colleagues are saying. I definitely think visiting is important to see if it's the right fit for you.
Eastern Oregon University.
Yes, just to highlight what everybody else has said, I agree. Try to visit the campus, but when you do visit as well, I definitely encourage students to also make an effort to explore the town or the city, just to make sure it's a really good fit for you overall, not just on campus, but the community itself.
And University of Oregon.
Yeah, I would say use us as a resource. We love what we do. We're excited about the schools that we represent, and we want to share that information with you. We're going to be the ones that tell you about that really specific scholarship that's maybe not on the website, or put you in contact with a faculty member so you can learn more about a program. So don't be afraid to reach out to your admissions counselor with any questions. I always say the stupid question is the one that you don't ask.
And we'll start back with Portland State University. Our next question is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
You know, about our school, probably about the uniqueness of being in the city of Portland and all that it has to offer, and how that kind of blends into our academics. We really try to get our students out into the community to do work outside of the classroom. So just that it's pretty unique in that way.
Southern Oregon University.
I just want students to remember that we're going to do as much as we can to make school affordable at Southern Oregon. Every student from California and Nevada automatically gets the Western undergraduate exchange tuition rate, and over half of our majors you can finish in 3 years.
Linfield University.
Small does not mean boring. We're the Wildcats at Linfield, and the history behind the mascot name is that we're a small school with a lot of scratch. So don't be deterred by small schools. We definitely still have a lot to offer.
Pacific University.
We're a small college close to a big city, and it does rain a little bit more here. So just that's a warning or something that you might be looking for.
Eastern Oregon University.
Yeah, definitely. I would say again, yeah, we're a small school. And I think if you really talk to any of our students here on campus, they're going to say that they really enjoy the small town feel because it just allows them to easily connect with those around them.
And University of Oregon.
Yeah, we're a big school with that small feel of community that folks are going to say good morning to. You're going to be on a first name basis with your professors, but you also get to take advantage of the resources that a big school comes with. For example, we have the new Phil Knight campus for STEM, and that is $1 billion investment, and that's billion with a B.
Well, I want to thank our wonderful presenters for their insight, their information, and of course to you all for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/WACAC. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the day.